guys, Tbo2 here, back with another episode of my TARDIS tutorial. In this episode, we're going to be doing the animated time rotor. You'll know I did a video on this before, but I've done a time rotor since that was extremely smooth, and that's what I'm going to be doing this time. So we turn this on, and as you can see, it goes down very, very smoothly to the point where you wouldn't even think it was Minecraft, honestly. So we turn this off, and it'll just go right back up and stop. So yeah. Immediately, we're going to talk about how this works. So we start here, and these are just summoning our two entities that are actually involved in this. Right here, we have summoning a marker entity. It basically is just for marking a position, basically. You want to put it right at this block here, so like the sea lantern that's underneath here. Basically right at those coordinates. And then custom name is going to be Rotor. We got to get this block display entity relative to it. So if you're not familiar with block display entities, they're a fairly new addition that basically just makes these fake blocks. You can walk right through them, you can punch right through them, select blocks right through them, stuff like that. So we're summoning a block display. It doesn't matter where you summon it, so I just do it at these relative coordinates. And then we're doing a custom name on that. We're going to name it something a little different. So in this case, I've named it Rot, which is just short for rotor in this case. And then this is the important bit that actually makes it look like a specific block. So block underscore state, colon, open curly brackets, name, colon, open some parentheses, and then you'll just put in your block name, which in this case I put beacon because I just think that looks cool for a time rotor. Just close your curly brackets, and that will summon a rotor block display entity just like this. It looks like a beacon. It'll obviously be summoned here. So how do we get it over there? Well, you could just summon it there, but honestly I think this is better, which is executing as at e name equals rotor limit equals 1. That is our marker entity. At s meaning at their position. We're going to run TP at e name equals rot, the display block entity, relative to the marker's coordinates, but we are doing -0.5 and -0.5 on the x and z axis. That is because block display entities actually spawn slightly off center by half a block. They'll be like here. But yeah, now that it's being teleported to the marker entity, now we can do whatever we want with this marker entity, and that will follow. Right here, this actually controls the animation itself. This command block is just simply executing if the lever is powered. So if the block at these coordinates is a lever, powered equals true. How would you get the coordinates of the lever? It's very simple. You just do set block and then tab, 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 and then you could just delete the set block part and then just copy and paste this wherever you like. Basically, this is executing if that is powered, and if so, it'll power on this comparator. And this starts off this clock. So you want to make sure that the red dot is on the comparator. And then you want to set up this clock. So you put 2 repeaters facing out on 4 ticks, just like that. And then redstone going back in. And then you got 2 more repeaters on 4 ticks, and then back in to this comparator. And that'll create a redstone clock that'll basically just go woo, like. And on both ends, you want to put a command block like this. And it's on repeat, but it's on needs redstone, so that only is powered when the clock gets. And these are doing execute as at e name equals rotor at s run TP at s, so it's TP the marker entity, and it's doing it relative to its position -0.05 blocks in the y direction. So it'll go down, and because this is on repeat, it'll go 20 times a second and just keep going as long as it's powered, which is only for like a second or two. And then when it gets here, this is the same command, but it is the opposite, so it doesn't have a negative here, so it'll go up instead. It'll go down, and then a moment later, back up. Down, up, down, up. That's how we do the animation. Obviously, you want to just adjust this value to whatever you like, however much you want it to go down, but you want it to be the same for both of these so that it goes up and down the same amount, just to make sure that it ends up being centered when it comes back up. And that is also why you want the down to go first and then up. Because if you had up going first, it would just float up into the sky and then come back down to the same position. So yeah, it's not going to look good. So you want to go down and then back up, basically. And just to show you one last time, we turn on the lever, and you can see the clock starts up, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Goes this way, powers this, goes this way, powers this. So yeah, that goes down, and then when it gets here, goes back up. Goes down, goes back up. So yeah. Extremely simple, honestly, but really, really cool. I honestly love the way it looks. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. This has been my tutorial on the smooth animated timer. Let me know what you all think. I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2IT, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2IT, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.